Hello everybody, my name is Norma with Momisdesigns and DIYs. I have a store in Ventura, California, and today I'm going to be showing you the way that I make the bath bombs for my business. I make them slightly different than other recipes. This is just the way that I make them so that they have a consistency when I have them on the showcase and people come in and look at them. They have that strong consistency so that people can grab them and see them. We are going to start by mixing the products, and in the link, the description link, I'm going to be putting all the ingredients in case I'm talking too fast. I'm going to be putting everything down on the link below. And I'm also going to be putting the links of where I get all the product. Because I sell a lot of bath bombs, I like to buy it through mostly Amazon because it's where I get everything in bulk, and everything is GMO, no chemicals, organic. So my recipe, it's double than what other recipes that you might have seen, because like I said, I make a lot of them. So I doubled everything. So we're gonna start by adding. I have all my ingredients here, and I hope you can see. This is my first video, so I'm still, playing with the camera. But here it is. I have my 2 cups of baking soda, 1 cup of cornstarch, 1 cup of citric acid, 1 cup of Epsom salt. I have my oil here. I have my CBD oil, and I can talk to you more about that. I have this orange oil. This is not the one I use because of the trademark, but I do. I'm going to put a link below for Amazon. And then these are the different sizes of bath bombs that you can make. This size, I usually make it when I get an order for like maybe birthdays, or for a quinceañera, or for a sweet 16, something to give to the guests. This is a size that I make for kids. So it's a very good size. And this is the normal size. This one, the bath bomb that you get from this is about 4.5 ounces, and it got stuck. About 4.5 ounces. So this is my norm. This is what I usually use. Okay, so the prices that I'm going to give you and everything that I'm going to give you in the next video, where I'm going to be breaking down the prices and how much I sell them and how much I invest, it's based on this one. And that's the one we're going to be making today. This one is a huge one. This is about 6.5 to 7 ounces. And this is for people who has like those big bathtubs, or they just want that extra fragrance and extra of everything. I don't normally do this one unless I get a special order. The ones that I make the most are these that I use as gifts. People give them away. And the one that I sold in the store, which is the 4.5 ounces. Okay, so like I said, we're going to start by mixing 2 cups of baking soda right there, and then 1 cup of Epsom salt. Everything is very simple and clean. And then 1 cup of the citric acid right there, and 1 cup of the cornstarch. So there you have it. So here's the thing. Everybody is going to work personally as they feel more comfortable with. This is not, a crazy recipe or something that you have to do exactly as it said. You can play around with it. Fix it as you feel comfortable with. Now, I wore my gloves for the reason that I get a little antsy when I can't get all those bombs to dilute, and it takes a lot of effort to keep going and going and going with the spatula. So what I do is I do it with my hands. Everything needs to be like mixed really well and really nice. There you go. And just to talk a little bit about something different, I'm a huge advocate of using CBD oils and lotions because I was diagnosed 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, of chronic pain on my left shoulder because I was a housekeeper for 22 years. And I'm a lefty, so I have a chronic pain that the doctor said that it wasn't going to go away unless I stopped doing what I did. And even after I stopped doing the house cleaning, the pain will not go away. I tried chiropractor, not to put anybody down. It's just the way my body functions. I use chiropractors, I use acupuncture, physical therapy, stretch. I use a lot of different ways and nothing helped. I got to a point where I fell from the roof about 4.5 years ago, 13 feet high. I didn't break any bones, but I did mess up a little bit my back. My muscles get really tight at times. So I got to a point where I was taking 3 ibuprofen 600 a day, and that was beginning to burn my stomach. Luckily, someone introduced me to the CBD, so now I use CBD for everything. I use the cream, the oils, I make my bath bombs, I make shower gels, body lotions, everything I can put in my body, that I can put on my body, I add CBD oil, okay? I'm using this CBD oil through Eternal. I really like the concentration. It's organic and it's FDA registered. If you guys are interested, you can shoot me a little message and I can tell you more about it. And even though this bottle is $49.99, I can teach you the way of getting it at 57 or more off. Okay, so that's that. So now that everything is mixed, what I do, usually I put my oil in the microwave for a few seconds. This is my coconut oil. This is 2 ounces. Most recipes call for 3 to 5 tablespoons. And like I said, my recipe is a little different. I use 2 ounces because it gives it a better consistency. Okay, and let me just really quickly get a bath bomb. This is the way that I make my bath bombs, so they look more appealing. I'm sorry I wasn't ready for that. So this is the consistency of the bath bomb. Okay, it's more like tight. Okay, this is how it looks. This is the lavender one without the seeds. Sometimes I put some seeds in it. I do not like to use color, but that's, if you like color, go right ahead. But I do not like color. And these are the ones without CBD oil. Okay, so that's the way it looks. And at the end, I'm gonna be fixing one nicely. That same one, I'm gonna fix it nicely so that you see how I do them for when they order them for gifts. Anyways, as I was saying, I usually put this in the microwave, but this building is so hot that I didn't have to do that. Another thing, because we want all the oils to really get into all your mix, what I do is I add my orange oil. I don't measure my oils. I kind of already know how much to put, but this is a 10 milliliters. So I just basically put half of it. Okay, just half of it in there. Okay, and on the CBD, I am going to use CBD oil. On the CBD oil, this is a 15 milliliters, and I also pour half of it. Okay, so we do half of it. And I just go by, looking at the bottle. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so I do a little mixing. Okay, and I go in the middle, and I start pouring my oil. and I start mixing. And like I said, I can do it with the spatula, but for some reason with the spatula, I can't get the bumps like to dilute like quickly. And I get a little like, come on, let's get this done. That's just the way I am. But if you have the time and if you have the patience, then you can go right ahead and spend more time. Okay, so here we're going to be mixing. And again, if you missed any of the ingredients, I'm going to be putting everything on the below on the description box. I'm sorry. Also, listen, this is, I'm very new at this. I'm a little nervous, but if you have any questions, go ahead and write me a comment or a question. Nice criticism is always welcome, because that's going to teach me to get better. And if you can just, you know, like, subscribe, touch on the notification little bell, that I would really appreciate that. That's going to help me to be able to put more videos, and just, you know, I want to have a big impact on this channel. Okay, if I can answer anything, please feel free to. I usually take all day Sundays to be out there and relax and answer all questions. Okay, so this is how it's supposed to look. Okay, the bumps are gone, but yet if you look at it, it has that like consistency that if you press on it, it stays together. So that's what you want. Okay, now I'm not going to use water, and I don't have how much water to use. Usually they said 1 tablespoon, but what I do is I use witch hazel. And what I do is when you spray it or pour it right on it, it activates the baking soda. So we don't want to do that. So I put it on my hands and I just kind of work it. Okay, I just work it. Alrighty. So I kind of spray like 4 times. So I want to spray 4 more times, and I'm going to go do that. Okay. Another thing is, if you can get a glass bowl, so that when you wash it doesn't smell like the fragrance, that's really nice. Or you can have 1 bowl for each recipe, and that's what I do. Because I don't want to have glass here in the store. I'm afraid to break it. You know, I just go ahead and have a plastic. Okay, so now I'm going to start making them. Fingers crossed. Another thing is that I get this at the Dollar Tree, because I can have a few of them, and if they break, I can just easily replace them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start. If I'm missing anything, please feel free to send me a message. The way you're going to do it, you're going to bring it together as much as you can. Bring it in. And then you're going to start going like in little circles and bring it all together. Okay, right there, like that. If it doesn't stick together, that means that it needs a little more liquid. But see, right there. Softly, it comes right apart, and there you go. We have the first one. Okay, right there. There you go. So I don't know how to pause, so I don't know, so you're gonna have to deal with me until I finish doing this, because if you stop for too long, it gets dry, then it just doesn't work out anymore. If you put too much water, it just kind of becomes like a blob, and you have to throw it away. See, so you need to really go in there. Okay, I have also made like donuts for kids with this. You can get very creative. To sell it here at the store, I just make it really simple. Most of everything is the healing part of the bath bomb and the relaxation with the CBD oil. Like I said, CBD oil has helped me a lot with my back pain, where I don't have, I think I said that already. I just get so excited that I don't have to take medication anymore. Just the CBD, and that has helped me a lot. Okay, there's a way you can get it at a discount with me. Like I said, you can get it from, oops, you can get it from 57% off up to 70% off. Of course, it requires you to get a package, but if you're gonna do it on a regular basis, why not? See, so we have 6 so far. So based on how many I get, my next video, like I said, I sell them here at the store. My next video is gonna be strictly about how much money I invest in each batch, break down all the different ingredients and how much I get per bag, and you know, all that information, and how much you can sell them for. I mean, you can sell them for whatever, but more or less give you a how much you can sell them for. That's going to be the next video. So at this point, you just kind of like try to put as much as you can in there so it comes out nicely. And on this last little bit that I have, I'm not going to be able to get a full one. Oh, it came apart. It came apart. That happens sometimes. But like I said, you know, don't stress over it. It should be fun. It should be relaxing. And it should be no problem. There we go. So we have 8. And we are to the last of the mix. So I either use whichever one I can. I don't know, maybe I can do this one. And what I do with these little ones, if I don't have an order for a party, what I do with them is I make them nicely in a little plastic bag. And when I get someone who comes into my store and buys, buys from the store $50 or more, I give them a bath one so they can try it out and they can relax. Everybody needs to relax. We need to relax. So see, I think I'm going to be able to get another one. Yeah, no, maybe not. Let's go ahead and pour all this little bit of the mix left. Here we go. Bring it together. Now, when I'm not able to get a last bath bomb, I just put it in a plastic bag, and guess what? I take it with me, and I take a bath with it. See, I don't think this is gonna work. So I'm just gonna put it aside, and I'm gonna go ahead and all of this needs to be washed. So that's how they look. We came out with 8 of them. Now, the way that I decorate them, let me take my gloves off, is I get these baggies, I get them from the dollar store, and it's very simple. See how they are? I went to the dollar store 2 days ago, and they didn't have them. So when I see them, I get a whole bunch. Because the ones they have right now, they have like a Ziploc, and I didn't think those were going to work for me. So these are going to stay. I usually leave them overnight, and I don't pack them until tomorrow. But once I have them done, I just put them in the plastic bag. And then I love to use this kind of tool because you only need a little piece of it. And so let me cut a little piece. I thought I had a little piece already ready to rock and roll, but I guess not. So this is what I do. I kind of put it together, and I put these there, and then I just grab it. Right there. And I like that these all tools stretches a little bit. So it helps a lot. So I just kind of do this and maybe cut this down. And then I put a little label. I put a little label with the description. And that's how it looks with this little label here. Happy birthday, or whatever the order may be. Or if it is for my store, I just put what kind of fragrance it is and if it has CBD or not. Okay? Well, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it very much. Please don't forget to like it, or any comments, any questions, leave your email address so I can reply to you if you don't want me to reply right on the page. And I will be putting below the description all the ingredients that I use. Have a blessed day. May the Lord bless you, and I'm declaring for all of you and your family health, love,